morning from the central Italian region of Tuscany. Today I am going to be exploring the beautiful city of Siena. I'm currently in the Piazza del Campo, which is the main square of the city, surrounded by lots of beautiful buildings, incredible architecture, lots of things going on. The place started out as a tiny settlement on top of a hill that slowly grew into a fortified city over thousands of years. I'm going to tell you a little bit about Siena over the course of this video, but I'm going to start out by heading up to the best view in town, and that is the belfry of the palace. Really thorough checks already. I've gone through the security checkpoint, which is on the first floor. They have taken away my backpack, even my tripod that I use to hold the camera, and the cost of getting to the top is €10, about £8 sterling. And as I said, thorough checks getting in. They even checked my COVID pass to make sure I'd had my vaccinations, which of course I have. Some incredible views over the square already, but I'm looking forward to getting in the tower and getting to the top. I've got a feeling the views from up here are going to be spectacular. It is a very old tower, but there are 400 steps to climb, so I better get cracking. As you can see, it is a very old building. Quite a way to go. Let's continue on. Getting close to the top now. I thought I would stop and show you a few things. It's the first lookout point. I won't ruin the view too much, but look at that. That is a glimpse of what is to come. The walls are 3 meters thick and made of brick. The tower was built in the 1300s. Just imagine for a second being up here in the 1300s building this tower. Okay, let's see if we can make it a little further up to the actual viewpoint. I think we're here. Just got to get up this little wooden ladder now, and I can see light above me. Here we go. Oh wow. Welcome to Siena. Bottom again now. I didn't realise there was a time limit. The lady was calling me on the intercom up there to come down, so I thought I better. Didn't get quite as long as I would have liked. I think I did get quite a few shots, and I got the bird poo on my hand to prove I've been up there. Okay, let's see what else we can find. I'm currently just outside of the city walls, and I'm at a place called Porta San Marco, which is one of the very impressive red brick city gates that in the old days used to keep the enemies out of the city. These days the gates are always open, of course, and there's a little map here. I thought I would give you a sense of where I've been today and where I'm heading to, and also just the general layout of Siena itself. So I started up here this morning at the train station. There is a giant escalator there which runs all the way up the hillside. That was very convenient. There is a city gate up here which I passed through and then followed an old road right into the centre of historical Siena. And that's the first plaza that I visited, Piazza del Campo, I think it was called. It had the giant tower on that I went to the top of. And I've walked all the way over here. I'm currently now just here at this city gate that I just showed you on the video a few seconds ago. The black border around the outside is the city walls of historical Siena. The grey area inside is the historical neighbourhood, and I'm hoping to take a walk along this yellowish greenish line because that indicates a panoramic walk. So I'm going to walk all the way up to this park area and then head back into the city. I'm hoping to also visit, before I end the video, Piazza Duomo. That is supposed to be a very impressive church, but you can see the layout. It is an incredible city, no doubt about it. So if I take a walk through and then to the left here, you can see what I mean about panoramic views. I'll take a walk over there and show you some of the sights I think we're going to see over the next 20-30 minutes of walking. It is absolutely beautiful countryside of Tuscany, renowned for its hilly areas and old chateaus on top of those hills. I am looking forward to taking a walk. So I think you can see the city wall is just there. So I think I'm going to be heading this way, and we'll see what we can find and what we can see. It has turned into a beautiful afternoon. So the history of Siena goes back to between 2,000 and 3,000 years ago, when it was just a small Etruscan settlement on top of a hill. It was later on absorbed into the Roman Empire, and from there the city just grew and grew. It got more important regionally and it became more and more prosperous. Two big things happened in the 13th century. One, the first bank opened here, and it became renowned in the local area and even beyond that as a very solid place to keep your money and your valuables. And so the banking trade really took off. Also, the first university opened in the city, and that really helped to prosper and encourage young people to become more educated. By that time, Siena had become the Republic of Siena, and it was doing just fine on its own until the 14th century, when it was hit extremely hard by the Black Death, the plague. It spread its way throughout this city, and this city suffered much more than the surrounding areas. In the 16th century, Siena surrendered to Spain, and things stayed that way for a few hundred years until 1859, when the city of Siena voted to become part of the Kingdom of Italy. I've made it to Piazza del Duomo, which is the main square around the Siena Cathedral, an incredible structure built in the 13th century and made of marble. It is 77 meters high and 89 meters in length. And I was saying earlier about the heyday of Siena being in around about the 13th, 14th centuries. Well, in the 13th century, they started building a new nave for the church, which was going to increase the size and the splendour of the building. But in the 1400s, of course, the Black Death hit. It wiped out 80% of the population and really left the city reeling, as I said earlier. And they ended up leaving the half-built new nave because they just didn't have any money or people left to finish the project. And that is how it still remains today. Another nice little piazza. There's plenty of them about. Statue in the middle. I'm not here for the statue. I thought I would show you the oldest bank of Italy, founded in 1472. I was talking about it a little bit earlier when I was talking about the might of the banking system being a big part of Siena's economy going back to the 14th, 15th century. And here it is. This is the first bank of Italy, the Monte de Paschi. I'm probably butchering that one, but got to give it a go. The signage here in Siena has been second to none, I've got to admit. This is a sign for the Fontebranda in Italian, in English, and there's also some bits you can scan on your phone for more information. This is the original water fountain that brought drinking water to the city. Inscriptions in the stone lead us to believe that it was built in 1193. 3 giant arches that formed the water fountain, and back in the day there would have been 3 different pools. Up there is the city's coat of arms, and you can see just how extravagant and humongous this water fountain actually is. And if I take you down there again, I'll tell you, by the way, that the 3 pools that originally were here, one is left now, which is for drinking water. The second one would be for animals to drink, and the third one would be for people to wash their clothes. You can see another view here of this incredible water fountain, these days occupied by quite a few fish down there. This is the quietest it's been all day. I am in one of the cloisters in one of the churches, one of the many churches here in Siena, and I'm about to wrap up the video. I'm going to go and get some food, and I think after that I'll finish up with a few clips of Siena after darkness has fallen. The city is incredible during the day, but once darkness has fallen, I've got a feeling it's going to look even better. So thanks for watching the video. Please like the video if you enjoyed watching it, and I will see you in the next Italian city, town or village in the next video. Thanks for watching. Good night from Siena.